Happy New Day, everybody. Hope everyone is well and having a good day thus far. I just wanted to jump on real quick to give y'all sort of a little bit of a run through of my garden. Some things are just getting started, some things I've been harvesting, but anyway, I'm just going to let y'all see a little bit. This video was actually inspired by Phil Wilson. Hey, Phil. He did a video of his food forest. Wonderful video. Everything looks beautiful out there. You and the missus are doing a great job. So anyway, let me get started. I guess I will start here. This is a peach tree I planted last year. I think it was like, I want to say 2.5 feet tall at the time. And now it's taller than me. It's not producing yet because I just got it last year, but it is growing nonetheless. This is my moringa tree that I destroyed almost last year because I went, at the end of the year, I started just popping off branches thinking that, you know, I was doing the right thing to overwinter it, and I was not. So luckily it's still here. And it's getting new shoots, so that's good. That's moringa. This is a black walnut tree that just grows wild here where I live, so I just decided to put one in a pot. These are flowers at the bottom of the peach tree. This is my banana plant. My sister-in-law brought to me courtesy of Esther. So I'm grateful to have that. Then just some more flowers. This is a Rebecca, or a black-eyed Susan is a name for it also. These are flowers. This is evening primrose. It grows wild here in my yard, so I keep it because it has it has beneficial properties. Tomato plant. This comes from one of my tomato plants. I popped off the suckers and stuck it in the pot. It rooted itself, and now it's getting flowers. Same with this one. Same story behind that. This over here is my mulberry tree that also grows wild here. So I decided to pot it up, keep it. It's not producing the mulberries yet. I think maybe next year. And this is a smaller one, so I have two. This is, what is this? A black cherry tree. It also grows wild here. Potted it up, and I don't know, what is it, 8 feet or whatever tall or more. These are pineapple plants that I have been trying to grow for the past, I think this is I want to say the 3rd year maybe. So I don't know, maybe next year they'll produce a pineapple. Not too sure, but I see no flower coming out yet. Coming here, a bunch of Rebecca's. I love them. They give a garden a nice pop of color, and the bees love them too. This is a raspberry bush that I just planted this year. It is getting raspberries on it, but the bugs love the leaves for whatever reason. I do have a blueberry bush behind these Rebecca's, but it's not producing blueberries this year because, well, yes, because over the winter I had some rabbits that decided to make my yard their home, and they chewed up all the branches, so everything had to regrow. This is another one, same story, but the leaves came back. So if not this year, next year. I had blueberries last year, so needless to say, the rabbit messed me up a little bit. These are Jamaican sorrels, or hibiscus. I have 4 of them over here. They're doing good. These are mullein plants. They are flowering this year. See how tall? So I'll be saving the seeds from these. But I do harvest the leaves and sell the mullein and use the mullein. Good for respiratory and stuff like that. So this is a curry plant. I haven't really used it for anything. but it does smell like curry. And these babies here grow wild here. This is goldenrod. Also has beneficial properties, so that's why I keep them. When the flowers bloom, they are beautiful, bright yellow, and the bees love them. Over here I have 2 pepper plants and a big old tomato plant. There's a pepper growing here somewhere. Yep, I think these will be banana peppers, I guess. This is a butterfly milkweed plant. This is like my 3rd year with this one. So I have basically everything tall on this side. And then, what else? This is some rosemary I just stuck in there. And then, what else? Oh, this is, never mind that. This is my dinosaur kale bed. The bugs go crazy over here. So, these are some cabbages that are ate up, so I think I'm gonna pull them out. But anyway, that's what's in here. Dinosaur kale. And then we got, I have mint growing everywhere. So there's mint growing here, there's mint growing behind this bed. In that bed over there with all of that, all herbs. There's sage, mint, oregano, lemon balm. I'm forgetting something. Anyway, that stuff is there. Over here, I'm growing some melons. They finally taken off. It took forever to start vining. They're going to be vining all out here. But I got a little rabbit that had kind of severed one of my branches the other day. So I'm trying to keep them tucked for now. But they are getting flowers. This is a yellow watermelon here. I have honeydew melon with mint in here too. These are calendula flowers. This is another melon plant, which is, what is this? Crimson sweet. That's running all the way out the bed now. This melon is the, what is that? Sugar baby. Then I have, what is this? What the heck is that? Cantaloupe. Okay, that's the cantaloupe. That's going to be vining over there pretty soon. I have echinacea here. That is a couple years old, I think. And then I planted new ones this year. I think I planted 5 more. So next year they'll be up tall like this. More mint. What else do we have in here? That's thyme. There's some dill on the side. This is butternut squash. There's 2 of them here. They don't have the fruit yet, but they're there. This is another honeydew that's growing up this fence here. And these are morning glory vines. So love those. So I think that's it for this section. What is this? Oh, I have lavender mixed in here too. This thing is blocking my path. I'm trying to fence it, but it keeps coming on over. Let's see where we going now. Over here is romaine in the front, which is being really pushed out by these nasturtium plants. I love these because they're edible. Every part of it is edible. Leaves, flowers. They get the pods that you can use to grow other. As a matter of fact, I think these are pods. Yeah. You can grow other plants from it, or you can pickle them like I did last year. They're really good. Just a little bit of corn I'm trying this year. So it's getting a cob. And I have some black-eyed peas that are going to be growing up. Ooh, up that corn. This is sorrel. Not the Jamaican sorrel that I showed already, but this is sorrel. I guess it's kind of like a lettuce. I never tried it before. So this is the first year. Lavender over here. hostas flowers. I really do not like hostas flowers, so I will be cutting these soon. This is soursop. This is my soursop. I started last year, so it would look like it was dying at one point, but it's coming back. This is a little naked because I just put beans in here yesterday. I pulled out the old ones that were brown and that I already harvested from and stuff like that, and put new ones in. And these will be on their way out too, so that I can replace them. This big bush here is my grapevine, and there are grapes brewing up in here. As you can see, they're all up in there. Yeah, they're in there. So I'm excited for that. I had grapes last year, but since I think it was my first year with this last year, and they gave me a little bit of grapes, which I was happy about because I wasn't expecting them. But this year I will have much more, so that's good. This is also a different type of grape. I thought it was dead, but it came back. So next year I think I'll have grapes there. This is asparagus. So I think this is the second year maybe. So maybe the third year I think you can start harvesting. This is just the, what do you call it? You know, the ferns or whatever. Cilantro went to seed. There's some basil, some more calendula flowers, nasturtium flower. Back here, some black-eyed peas. See, that's starting to flower, so the peas will be growing up soon. Purple basil. There's more beans. I just harvested yesterday. That's why there's none on there. Besides that, this is a different bean. I think this is the vining type. It goes all the way up. I think it's pinto bean, I want to say. Sometimes I just be planting stuff. More asparagus. More of these spangly looking hostas flowers. This is just stuff over here. This is one of those black walnut trees that I have in a pot over there. It's growing wild over here by my pond. But I need to pull that out because that is not a good place for that. This is a pumpkin plant here. It has no pumpkin. Well, there is a female and a male here. So I'm waiting for them both to open so that I can self-pollinate them. These are all broccoli plants in here. I've harvested the tops of most of them. This one went to flowered, so now it's getting seed pods. So I'm going to save the seeds. Dinosaur kale stuck up in here. These are all carrots. Anybody that grows carrots knows that you really are supposed to thin them out, but I did not. So I have a sweet potato vine in here with some beets. Very few beets, but bush beans in here. They're all starting to produce. All of this is tomatoes here. Let's see, I think I have 3 varieties in here. So this is one. I forget the name of it. I took a seed from one of my mom's tomatoes last year, but I love them because they look like little pin cushions. I have, this is the same, right? Yeah. I have to go on the other side. This is cucumber here. All these little yellow flowers in here are cucumber. Well, will be cucumber. This is also cucumber. It's actually growing now. This is cucumber, but it's going to be lemon cucumber, I believe. Okay, so now here we go with another variety of cucumbers. These, I think, are called green zebra. So they're going to stay green, but they're going to get these, like, stripe-like things on them. And then I have this variety, which are called large cherry tomatoes. Over here, more broccoli, a bunch of collards that I just sprayed down heavily. That's why they're drooping like this. Sorry, I was reading a text from my daughter. Yeah, so this is all collards in here. And I just harvested recently. This is a dinosaur kale hiding in here. I planted, what do you call, Swiss chard, but me not thinking that these broccolis were going to grow this big, they shaded them out, so they're really not growing that heavily. And this is potato plant. It looks like this, and it's supposed to look like this, because once this dies back, then I'll be able to harvest my the potatoes. I'll be able to pull them out. So that is, I think these are, what kind of potato? Russet? Yeah. This used to be wild what? I think a wild mustard or something like that. They went to flower, and I put them in this bag over here for the birds, because the birds like the pods. So that's what that is. That's bird food right now. More nasturtiums, which I love so much. I make a nasturtium salt out of that. Here I have sweet potatoes. All this vine you see here is all sweet potatoes growing up. And I got some ginger stuck in there. These are pepper plants. I don't spend too much time back here because the mosquitoes is vicious. But there's more sweet potatoes in here. So I'm excited to harvest that out. Let's see. That's it for back here. Now I'm gonna move to the side area. This is actually my strawberry bed. See, strawberry, but they're not producing strawberries right now. They did, and now they're not. So I don't know, I guess they're taking a break or whatever. And plus, every time I would get strawberries, the chipmunks would come and steal them. So that's that. And these nasturtiums growing over top of them. This is, this was spinach. That went to seed as well. I'm saving the seeds. You see them little bumps there? Those are the seeds. So when they dry out fully, I'm going to pull the plant out and save the seeds. This bed had mustard greens in them. This bed has given me so much. I think I actually showed y'all maybe a picture or something of the mustard green. They were huge. So last week I think I came and cut the stalks down. I harvested a lot out, but they're still coming back. This I think is a Swiss chard. Cabbage. It's a tiny cabbage, but it's a cabbage. The cabbage over here are doing really well. Really well. These little holes from slugs. I just pulled the slug off of this one earlier. So they're doing all right. Over here, just some more corn and a lot of weeds, but this is thyme. And these are onions. And this is the corn. I don't know what's to become of it, but it's corn. This is my lemongrass. Pretty soon this is going to be a big bush. I don't know what this is. I forgot. It's been here for some years, but it grows some nice flowers. Purple flowers, I believe. This is mugwort. This whole big bush. And it's like seeding itself all over the yard. So I'm finding mugwort popping up everywhere. But this is good. This also has wonderful properties, so that's why I'm growing that. This is St. John's wort, which it did not grow flowers, I think, the first year I had it, so I didn't even know, but that's St. John's wort. This is my greenhouse with a bunch of junk in there right now. I should say that I do have some lemon that I started from seeds, but for now I'm leaving them in there. I feel like I skipped something back there. Not really. So that's pretty much it. I do have onions in here, but they have been overtaken by the hostas. See, like this is an onion. I think I put this on the wall. There we go. This is onion, and there's more stuck up in there. But the hostas came in and took over. So that's my grapevine. And I'm so happy to have grapes. And this is my garden, everybody. I'll give you a better look at the herbs. So as I said, it's just mostly, it's mint, which is this. This is mint. I have plenty of mint. This is sage. All of that over there is sage. I literally have to dig around for the oregano because it's in there. It's definitely in there because I just harvested some the other day. But anyway, this is lemon balm. I just harvested this too, and it's starting to flower. So, but it smells so good over here. My little well that's on its last leg this year. This might be the last year for that. But this is my little mini food forest, I guess. What else? I feel like there's something else I forgot. But that's it. That's it for now. As things grow and produce more, like the squashes and cucumbers and all of that, I'll probably come back and show you guys. Oh, this is some more of that zebra, green zebra. So it's gonna have like those little stripedy things like that. But that is it. Thank you for taking this little garden tour with me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thanks, Phil, again for the inspiration. And I'll chat with y'all soon.